Good morning, friends, and welcome to Words of Ex-Mormon. I am on my way to the new Mormon Stories Thrive event with my sister here in just a minute. I'm not going to have time today or tomorrow to do a video because my cute daughter, Scarlett, who was in a video with me a couple of weeks ago. She is the lead role in Pirate Queen. She's Grace O'Malley, and she's been performing all week, and I'm going to go see her again tonight and just have things to do with tomorrow. So I want to be able to leave this with you. I'm going to just do a really quick, before I head out here, just a really quick little funny story, I guess, today. Something just really weird that happened to me. When I went through the temple in 2003, before I was going to get married, and there's a lot of weird things that they tell you about the temple garment, including, you know, they can't touch the floor and they have to always be against your skin and stuff like that. And I'll talk about those things later. What I want to tell you today is that the matron, when I went through and got my washings and anointings, which is a whole other thing in and of itself, when I got my washing and anointings is when they give you the temple garments and they say, okay, now you need to be covered. And so you get those garments and they kind of give you some advice about how you should take care of them. And I had this little, I can still remember her face, one of the matron that had me go through. She gave me advice about washing them and that they should never touch the floor because they're sacred, and that, you know, they should always be against your skin, and something about not bleaching that I don't know. I don't remember exactly, but one thing that was really, that she said was very important, was that I should never wear a white, anything but a white bra over them, because like I said, you can't have them touching, they have to be touching your skin. And that changed a little later. Like, there were other people who were told that if it was more comfortable for them, they could wear their bra underneath it. When I went through, the rule was that you had to wear your bra over it because the garments had to be touching your skin. So that was the rule for me, and, you know, temporary commandments and all that, you know. But for me, it was bra over, and she told me that I should never wear anything but a white bra over my garments because it would desecrate the stark whiteness and the purity of the garment. And nobody's in there with you when you go through that. Even people who are going through the temple with you and getting washing anointings done while you were doing it, they're still alone with another matron. So nobody was there to say, that's not accurate. So she's in there with me alone, and I was 21, barely. Was I 21? 2003? Yeah, I was 21, and she told me this, and so I took that to heart, and I literally never wore anything but a white bra until, let's see, it would have been 2008, fall of 2008. So 5 years later, I went on a vacation with a bunch of my friends and our husbands to Las Vegas, and me and my friends, my girlfriends, were all changing in a room together. And one of my friends who had gone through the temple, she took off her shirt and was wearing garments, but she also had a black bra over the top of it. And I was like, oh my gosh, why are you wearing a black bra? And she's like, well, I wear colored clothes. Like, why would it matter? I was like, my matron told me literally that I should never wear anything but a white bra over my garments. And we just kind of laughed about it, you know, and from there on, I was like, oh, well, I can do this. And then I started wearing other things under, you know, over my garments. The thing is, I really wonder, because I know that some temple workers, they work in the temple for years and years and years and go through hundreds of people every day, let alone over weeks and months and years. So I'm really curious how many people this matron told that they can't wear, how many women are out there to this day wearing white bras only over their garments, thinking that this is what is expected of them, because no one talks about garments or like underwear unless you're sitting in front of a bishop being judged about how you wear them. and nobody talks about it because it's private and sacred and all that stuff. And how many women are just like still wearing white bras over their garments because that's what this matron thought was her opinion about what should be done. And I'm just curious about that. So I don't know. I haven't really met anybody else, not that I talk about it all the time. I haven't really met anybody else who's had that same experience. So if you're one of those people, maybe you had her as a matron. I don't know her name or anything, so it's not like I can be like, it's this person. Do you know who she is? Like, you know, but like if you had an experience like that and somebody told you something bizarre about the garments, please comment. Please tell me what your weird perception about the garment was. And if you want to email me, if you want to remain anonymous, that's totally fine. You can email me at Brae, B-R-A-E, wordsofxmormon@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you about your bizarre garment stories or your weird garment misconceptions or something really strange that a matron or an elder told you in the temple that you needed to do with your garments. And I will be back next week with a new topic. Thank you so much for being here. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much. Talk to you later. Have a good weekend.